I'm taking physics. So basically on physics part, there is a huge difference between the physics you learn up to 10th class and the physics that you are going to learn in 11th class and 12th class, because more on theory part, not only in physics, in chemistry as well as in mathematics also, will concentrate more on problem solving things. Okay, so you feel that the physics is more over same as like mathematics and not like a theory question, something like that. Okay, so basically physics is mainly consists of concept and application of that concept. Application of that concept means definitely we are solving some problems. So in each and every chapters, we are solving problems only. And we know that same as like mathematics, we'll learn some concept and we'll solve the problems. And there is not that much theory part. Theory part will be very less. Problem solving part will be more. And for, as we discussed, that it's like a problem solving part, then you should have a good understanding of basic mathematics, okay, or mathematics. So on the first part, we'll discuss about the mathematical support which we required for solving problems in physics. So without that mathematical support, we will not be able to solve the problems in physics. So mathematics is known as something but the language of physics. So without the knowing the language, we cannot express anything. Same thing over here. We should have a basic idea about mathematics. So in mathematics also, you will have the basic mathematics. And in physics also, you will have basic mathematics. Means we'll start with basic mathematics. And both the things are important for solving questions in physics as well as in mathematics. Now in physics, basically we'll discuss about two major operations that we are using in mathematics, but actually that topics are there in your 12th class. So in your 12th class, you'll have a part known as calculus, and under that calculus, you are having two main topics. One is known as something but differentiation. One is known as differentiation, and second one is known as something but integration. Differentiation and integration. Okay, but uh, basically this differentiation and integration is there in your 12th class topic. Okay, not in your 11th class topic. But for application of this integration and differentiation is there from our first chapter onwards. Like our first chapter aega motion in one dimension or kinematics. So from first chapter onwards, we are having application of this differential and differentiation as well as integration. Okay, so on physics, under the heading basic mathematics, basically we'll discuss about these two mathematical operations, which is known as differentiation and integration. Okay, so we'll start with our uh, topic, which is something but basic maths. So I think all are having a proper separate notebook for physics. So there you can write the heading basic maths. So there we already discussed that we are going to like discuss about two topic, which is nothing but differentiation and integration. So basically a mathematical topic which is known as calculus. It is for the relation between variables. Okay, and how we'll express this one. And from that we'll discuss about this differentiation and integration. So basically first we'll discuss what do you mean by this term differentiation and what do you mean by the term integration. This differentiation is basically a splitting process. This differentiation is nothing but a splitting process, or it is a dividing process. Okay. So if you're dividing something into very small part, and that small part or that process is not as nothing but a differentiation, and basically integration is nothing but an addition process. This integration is nothing but an addition process. So now just remember that differentiation means a splitting process and integration means nothing but an addition process. Now you will not get idea about what do you mean by the splitting and why we are splitting and why we are adding, etc. For that purpose, we'll I'll take an example. Okay, like in your I think 5th class या 6th class या 7th class, first time when you are learning how to find out the area of some object. ठीक है, तो आपका टेक्स्ट बुक में ऐसा कुछ एक लीफ का फिर डायग्राम दिया होगा, and our aim is to find out the area of irregular shape object. अगर regular shape object है like rectangular दिया है तो we'll go for area that length into breadth. अगर triangle दिया है then we'll go for half into base into height. But एक irregular shape object दिया है like the like a leaf, and our aim is to find out the area of this leaf. So how we'll find out it? Anyone is recollecting that? आपका 7th class में या 6th class में area of irregular shape object कैसे find out किया?
Sir, by making it in a graph paper.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yes. So what we'll do is we'll plot it on a graph paper. So we can just imagine that we are plotting this one on a graph paper. So after plotting it on a graph paper, we can observe that how it is look like. So if you are plotting this one on a graph paper, it might look something like this, right? So हमने graph paper में इसको plot किया. So after plotting it on a graph paper, फिर हमने क्या किया है?
You have to count the number of boxes which are
Yeah.
included with leaves.
Yes. Then what we are doing is we have to count the boxes. Like over here, we can say that this entire box is having some particular area. Normally वो 1 centimeter square ही रहता है. Depends upon आपका जो अब graph paper सब लोग ने देखा होगा. One column is representing basically 1 centimeter. तो 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. मैंने जो graph paper में जो बड़ा column है उसका बात कर रहा हूँ. तो we'll get this 1 centimeter square. Then we'll identify. इसको हमने 1 count करेगा, इसको 2 count करेगा, इसको 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, something like that, 8, 9 like that. फिर हम लोग देखेगा कि there are some columns, like ये column आप observe कर सकता है, ये पूरा नहीं है. But what we are doing is if it is more than 90%, more than 50%, then we'll count it as 1. Less than 50% we will ignore it. मतलब ये जो है इसको हमने count नहीं करेगा, इसको will count it as something but 1. ठीक है, तो फिर हम लोग सबको ऐड करेगा, कितना 1 हमने ऐड किया है, so we'll say that approximately उसका एरिया इतना हो सकता है. ठीक है, but we know that definitely it is not giving a exact calculation because we are removing some part, और some part को हमने 50% से ज्यादा था उसको 1 कंसिडर किया है, 50% से कम था उसको हमने इग्नोर किया है. ठीक है, तो हमने जो पार्ट को इग्नोर किया है it may be more. So if you'd like to get a more accurate calculation, so what we'll do? If you'd like to get a more accurate value for area, मतलब हमने जो पार्ट नेग्लेक्ट करेगा वो कम होना चाहिए, तो how what we can do it? Any idea? Just imagine that हमने इसको फिर से और स्मॉल पार्ट में डिवाइड किया है. तो पहले हमने कुछ पार्ट में डिवाइड किया था एरिया को. नाउ वी आर डिवाइडिंग, मतलब हमने जो ग्राफ है उसको फिर से और स्मॉल पार्ट में डिवाइड किया है. तो ग्राफ पेपर में आप इसको 1 मिलीमीटर का इसमें देख सकता है. तो मैंने इसको फिर से डिवाइड किया इनटू स्मॉल पार्ट. नाउ वी आर काउंटिंग ईच एंड एवरी स्मॉल पार्ट ओवर हियर. So you can observe that now it will be something like this. So over here we'll count each and every small parts over here. Like हमने इसको count करेगा, इसको count करेगा. अभी हमने जो part neglect कर रहा है it will be very small. So if you are dividing this one into small parts, then the part that we are neglecting will be very less. हमने कितना small part में इसको divide करके count करेगा उतना अच्छा आंसर हमको मिलेगा या एरर उतना कम मिलेगा. समझ बात? तो ये हमने फिजिकली इसको डिवाइड किया है. सेम एज लाइक मैथमेटिकल भी हम लोग इसको डिवाइड कर सकता है. सो दिस डिवीजन प्रोसेस, दिस स्प्लिटिंग प्रोसेस, अभी हमने इसको अगर हमने 100 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया है उससे ज्यादा एक्यूरेट वैल्यू मिलेगा इफ यू आर डिवाइडिंग इनटू 1000 पार्ट, एंड उससे भी ज्यादा एक्यूरेट वैल्यू मिलेगा इफ यू आर डिवाइडिंग इनटू 10,000 पार्ट्स, उससे भी ज्यादा मिलेगा इफ यू आर डिवाइडिंग इनटू 1 लाख पार्ट. सो if you are dividing something into infinite number of small parts, हमने इसको infinite parts में divide किया है, then our measurement will be more accurate. So that process of dividing something into infinite number of small part is known as nothing but a differentiation. So just remember, what is the difference between differentiation and splitting? So we can divide something into 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts, 10 parts, 100 part, 1000 part. So that is a splitting. And if you're dividing something into infinite number of small parts, then that type of splitting is known as nothing but a differentiation. So this is a physical meaning of differentiation. Differentiation means splitting, and not splitting into big part, splitting into a very, very, very small part. And that type of splitting or dividing is known as nothing but a differentiation. And you know that why we are doing it? Because if you are dividing into infinite number of small parts, the error that is going to observe or that going to occur will be very less. समझ में आया? Any doubt regarding this? Any doubt regarding this?
Can you re-explain, sir?
क्या बोला बेटा?
क्या आप वापस समझा सकते हैं?
Yeah. तो if anyone is having any doubt, आप आपका ये जो ऑडियो है वो ऑन करके डाउट पूछना है, ठीक है? यू शुड एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट इन क्लास सेम एज लाइक अ नॉर्मल क्लास. ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ वीडियो जैसा आप इधर चल रहे हैं, आप सुन रहे चले जा रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है? एवरीवन शुड एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट इन क्लास. आपको जो भी डाउट है, आपको समझ में नहीं आया तो आप वीडियो ऑन करके पूछना है. जब तक आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा तब तक पूछना है, ठीक है? और आपको कोई बाजू में कोई देखने के लिए कोई नहीं है, तो नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट दैट. कुछ शाई वगैरह होने का जरूरत नहीं है. आपको डाउट है, आप पूछना है, एंड पीपल विल नॉट थिंक अबाउट यू और थिंक अबाउट योर डाउट. सबको बहुत काम है, तो आप अपना डाउट पूछना है. So what we are discussing is, suppose if you'd like to find out the area of an irregular shape object. So to find out the area of an irregular shape object, what we can do is we can plot it on a graph paper. तो अगर मैंने ऐसा कुछ ग्राफ पेपर में इसको प्लॉट कर दिया है, उसके बाद विल काउंट कि कितना स्क्वायर्स आ रहे इसके अंदर. लेट्स से 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 लाइक दैट. इतना स्क्वायर तो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर तो हमको मिल रहा है. देन ये जो पार्ट है ये 50% से ज्यादा है, उसको भी हमने काउंट करेगा. विल टेक इट एज लेट्स से 9. बट ये पार्ट है 50% से कम है, उसको हमने नेग्लेक्ट करेगा. So that we'll get an approximate, like one square is having an area of 1 centimeter square. So approximately हम लोग इधर बोलेगा कि इसमें 9 10 11 12 let's say 13 14 15 areas हम लोग consider कर रहे हैं. So we'll say that its area will be equal to 15 centimeter square approximately. On the assumption that one square is 1 centimeter square. But we know that हमने कुछ पार्ट को नेग्लेक्ट किया है, कुछ पार्ट को ज्यादा कंसिडर किया है, राइट? बट एट द सेम टाइम इफ यू आर डिवाइडिंग दिस इनटू फर्दर स्मॉल पार्ट्स, लाइक अगर मैंने ए स्क्वायर को फिर से मान लो 10 या 100 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर दिया है. सो ओवर हियर अगर हमने स्मॉल पार्ट में डिवाइड करेगा, सो द पार्ट दैट वी आर नेग्लेक्टिंग विल बी वेरी लेस. लाइक अगर हमने ये पार्ट को नेग्लेक्ट किया होगा तो वी आर नेग्लेक्टिंग अ वेरी स्मॉल पार्ट as compared to the part that we are neglecting initially. So we'll get a more accurate reading or more accurate measurements as compared to the initial value. अगर हमने फिर से इसको और डिवाइड कर रहा है into let's say into or some 10 या 20 or 100 parts, then the part we are neglecting will be again very less. So if you are dividing it into infinite number of small parts, the measurement value or the things that we are neglecting will be very less, or we'll get a more accurate value. So this process of dividing something into infinite number of small parts is known as nothing but a differentiation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now once you differentiate it, once you split it, then we have to, and if you like to find out the total
Yes.
area, we have to add it. वापस इसको add करना पड़ेगा. So that addition process is known as integration.
Yes, sir.
So we can say that integration is basically just an opposite process of that of differentiation. So differentiation means splitting and integration means addition. Okay. Now you should know why we are splitting, because we want to get a more accurate value, and why we are adding, because to get the final answer. Okay. तो just remember what is the physical meaning of it. Same thing हम लोग mathematical भी करेगा, and when we are doing it for a mathematical operations, then we are doing it for a functions. So you might be heard about this word functions in your mathematics class, right? तो मैथ्स क्लास में सुना होगा functions. What is functions? Any idea?
Operators.
Or functions?
They make the work easy.
Yeah.
Calculate.
Functions, yeah. Functions are basically a relation in variable. ठीक है? तो functions are relation in variable means आपको function बोले तो समझ में नहीं आएगा. Like if I'm saying that y is equal to 5x plus 10, आप ऐसा equation तो देखा होगा जरूर, right? So this is representing a function. ठीक है? So a function, we can write the definition for a function is these are relation in variables. So you can, under the heading basic mathematics, you can write functions, and under functions you can write these are relation in variables. These are relation in variable. Functions are relation in variable. So I just wrote an equation, y is equal to 5x plus 10. So over here, which are the variables?
5x and
Yeah, y is a variable and
X.
5x.
x is a variable. Okay? And 5 and 10 are known as constant. Okay? So over here, y is equal to 5x plus 10 is giving a relation between two variables. One variable is x, another
Y.
variable is nothing but y. So that's why we are saying functions are a relation in variables. X और y में क्या relation है? Okay? That is represented by y is equal to 5x plus 10. So functions are relation in variables. Now, suppose if you are having an equation y is equal to 5x plus 10, so हम लोग x का वैल्यू चेंज करता है कि y का वैल्यू चेंज करता है? वेरिएबल मींस x का वैल्यू चेंज करता है. वेरिएबल
Can you
मींस
repeat the question?
if you are writing y is equal to 5x plus 10, in general x is a variable and y is a variable, but in general we'll change the value of x, right? लो x का वैल्यू चेंज करके y का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करेगा.
Yes,
ठीक है? तो x is a variable, y is a variable, but in general we'll change the value of x and we'll find out the value of y. So this x is not as nothing but a free variable. ये जो x है उसको बोलते हैं कि free variable, because according to your convenience we can put any value for it. So this x is not as nothing but a free variable, और it is also known as nothing but independent variable. मतलब एक कोई भी चीज के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता है, ये हमारा मर्जी है, हमारा मर्जी से we can put any value for this x, so it is known as nothing but a free variable or independent variable. Now अगर मैंने x का value, let's say as an example, if I am putting the value of x is equal to 0, what about the value of y?
10.
We'll get the value of y is equal to 10. And if I'm putting x is equal to 1, what about the value of y?
15.
So like that, as we are changing the value of x, the value of y is also going to change. So y का जो value है, we can say that the value of y is depends on the value of x. So y is not as nothing but a dependent variable. ठीक है? y का value x के ऊपर depend करता है, तो we call it as the value of y as nothing but a dependent variable. y भी variable है, x भी variable है, but the value of y is depends upon x. So y is known as dependent variable and x is not depends upon anything. So it is known as independent variable or free variable. So in general, we can say that functions are a relation in variables, and there are two variables. One is a free variable or independent variable, and another one is nothing but a dependent variable. Okay. So in general, we'll represent it as y is equal to f of x. इसको हम लोग ऐसा लिखता है, y is equal to f of x, and we read it as y as a function of x. हम लोग इसको ऐसा read करेगा, y as a function of x. Correct? इसका meaning है over here x is the free variable and y is the dependent variable. And it is just the way we are writing the equation. Same equation, I can write it like this: y minus 10 divided by 5 is equal to x. ऐसा भी हमने लिख सकता है. Basically दोनों same ही equation है. अगर हमने ऐसा लिखेगा तो over here y becomes
Independent variable.
independent variable and x becomes dependent variable. So it is just only the way we are writing the equation. So हम लोग equation कैसा लिखेगा, x is equal to a function of y. X is varying as a function of y. Got it? So I think you note down these things. So आप खाली a points लिख दो. Functions are a relation in variables, and for a function y is equal to 5x plus 10, this x is known as free variable or independent variable, and y is known as nothing but a dependent variable. And it is written as y is equal to f of x, and we read it as y as a function of x. Okay. कोई भी लिखना बाकी है तो उसको लिख दो. Now we'll discuss about the what are the different type of functions over here. Okay. So there are different types of functions are there. Different types of functions means with what basic term that we are using over here. Like just now we wrote an equation something like y is equal to 5x plus 10. And this type of functions is known as nothing but an algebraic functions. You might be studied that. This is known as nothing but an algebraic functions. And same as like that, suppose if I'm writing y is equal to, let's say, sine x. So what type of function it is?
Trigonometric.
Trigonometric functions.
Trigonometric
Huh?
function.
Yeah. So if you're writing sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, etc., then it is known as nothing but a trigonometric functions. So we are having algebraic functions. Algebraic functions हम लोग क्या लेगा, y is equal to x raised to something, x raised to 2, x raised to 3, x raised to 4, ऐसा कुछ equation में लिखेगा. That is known as nothing but an algebraic function. Next one, y is sin x cos x. Trigonometric functions में term में लिखे, that is known as trigonometric functions. And third one, suppose if you are writing y is equal to the log of x to the base b, then it is known as nothing but a logarithmic functions. Okay.
So
There
what
is
is
known as-
that a third one, log of b? What is the meaning of
Okay,
that?
okay. If you don't know that, leave it. We'll explain it. What is logarithm? Okay. It is known as logarithmic functions. And third one is known as nothing but an exponential function. Exponential function means if I'm writing y is equal to, let's say, 5 raised to x. If you're writing y is equal to x raised to 5, हो गया algebraic functions. But over here, power एक variable है. So if the power of that particular value is a variable, then it is known as nothing but an exponential functions. Okay. Don't worry about all these things. We'll discuss one by one about what is all these things are representing. Okay. So I'm just showing that there are different type of functions are there. So like algebraic functions, trigonometric functions, logarithmic functions, exponential functions, or mixed function भी हो सकता है. Mixed function means like 5x is an algebraic functions, plus sin x that is a trigonometric functions, plus log x that is an logarithmic functions, plus 3 raised to x that is an exponential function. So if it is a combination of function, different type of functions, that is known as nothing but a mixed functions. Okay. So basically our aim is to find out how to differentiate an algebraic functions, how to differentiate a trigonometric functions, how to differentiate logarithmic functions, exponential functions, and mixed functions. Okay. इसलिए मैंने just लिखा है कि these are the different type of functions. Now one by one we'll discuss how to differentiate these functions. Okay. तो हमने just physically बोला है कि differentiation is nothing but a splitting process or dividing process and dividing something into infinite number of small parts. Same thing we'll discuss mathematically how we'll differentiate it. Okay. So you can write the heading differentiation of mathematical functions. Differentiation of mathematical functions. Differentiation of mathematical functions. So in differentiation of mathematical functions, already हमने discuss किया है. Differentiation means nothing but splitting, and differential change or splitting means we are dividing into infinite number of small parts. So we are changing into a very small part. Okay. So whenever we are using the word differential change, whenever we are using the word differential change means it is representing a very small change, a very small change, or it is also known as something but an elemental change. Okay, or it is known as something but an elemental change. So a very small change in variable. तो already हमने discuss किया कि हमने variable relation between variable को function discuss किया. So जो भी x का value वो भी change हो सकता है, y का value है वो भी change हो सकता है. So what about the change between these two variables? That will discuss under the heading nothing but differentiation. So differential change means a very small change in value of x or very small change in value of y. So x में जो small change है that is represented by dx. ठीक है, x में जो small change होता है उसको dx से representation करता है, and this dx is called as something but differentiation of x. Okay, so small change का meaning है like if you are writing y is equal to nothing but let's say 5x plus 10. Assume that when the value of x is equal to 1, x का value पहले 1 था, अभी हमने x का वैल्यू 1 से 1.00000001 चेंज कर दिया. तो that much small change in value of x is known as nothing but differential change in x, which is represented by dx. Okay, and which we call it as differentiation of x. Okay, any doubt regarding this dx?
No, sir.
Okay, so dx means nothing but a very small change in value of x, which is represented by dx. So in a function represented as y is equal to f of x, इसमें अगर मैंने x का वैल्यू चेंज करेगा तो definitely the value of y will also change. So if I am changing the value of x, then the value of y will also change. And we are changing the value of x by a very small value, and very small change in value of x is represented by dx. So we will write it like this: when the value of x becomes x plus dx, then the value of y becomes y plus dy. मैंने x का वैल्यू dx चेंज करेगा तो y का वैल्यू dy चेंज होगा. Any doubt? और समझ में आया क्या बोल रहा है?
तो वापस समझा दो ना.
Yeah. So we'll take an example for it. What exactly mean by this? So if I'm writing y is equal to, let's say, x plus 3. There is a function y is equal to x plus 3. Now I'm putting the value of x is equal to 0. So what is the value of y?
3.
3. Now I'm changing the value of x from 0 to 1. So what is the value of y?
4.
4. तो इधर आप देख सकते हैं मैंने x का वैल्यू चेंज किया तो y का वैल्यू भी चेंज हो गया. ओके, बट इन डिफरेंशिएशन ये जो चेंज है ये 1 का चेंज कंसिडर नहीं कर रहा है. मतलब 1 का चेंज मतलब बहुत बड़ा चेंज हो गया. हम लोग कंसिडर कर रहा है पहले x का वैल्यू मान लो 0 था. नाउ आई एम चेंजिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ x फ्रॉम 0 टू 0.00001. उससे भी बहुत छोटा होता है बिकॉज बेसिकली वी आर डिवाइडिंग इनटू इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ स्मॉल पार्ट्स. ठीक है, अगर अज्यूम करो कि जो चेंज है वो हमने 0.0001 का चेंज कर दिया. सो व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ y? अगर x का वैल्यू मैंने 0.00001 कर दिया देन व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ y?
3.0001.
3.0001. राइट. तो मैंने x का वैल्यू अगर बहुत छोटा वैल्यू चेंज किया है देन y का भी बहुत छोटा चेंजेस होगा. So that small changes in value of x is represented by dx, and small change in value of y is represented by dy. समझ में बात?
Yes, sir.
समझ में बात? और any doubt?
Yes, sir.
जो छोटा
but,
चेंज होता है स्मॉल. बोलो बेटा, बोलो.
ये फिजिक्स से कैसे रिलेट कर सकते हैं सब जो पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग?
हाँ, वो इसका एप्लीकेशन में समझ में आएगा.
इसके
So इंटीग्रेशन और डिफरेंशिएशन का एप्लीकेशन हर एक चैप्टर में आएगा तो पता चलेगा.
ओके.
अभी तक आप लोग जो पढ़ रहा है वो कांस्टेंट के बारे में पढ़ रहा है. मतलब एज एन एग्जांपल यू आर लर्निंग अबाउट वेलोसिटी, तो विल राइट वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू डिस्प्लेसमेंट डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम, है ना, या स्पीड इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस बाय टाइम. बट ये इक्वेशन यूज करने के लिए द वैल्यू ऑफ वेलोसिटी शुड बी ए कांस्टेंट. समझा? अगर वेलोसिटी कांस्टेंट नहीं है, मींस इफ द पार्टिकल इज नॉट मूविंग विद द वेलोसिटी ऑफ 10 मीटर पर सेकंड, देन यू कैन नॉट यूज दिस इक्वेशन वेलोसिटी इज डिस्प्लेसमेंट बाय टाइम. मतलब अलग अलग टाइम में अगर पार्टिकल अलग अलग वेलोसिटी से जा रहा है तो हम लोग इक्वेशन यूज नहीं कर सकता है. तो एक्चुअली some whatever the things we are discussing is not a constant. It may vary, like speed of car हो सकता है वो हमेशा एक स्पीड से नहीं जाता है, थोड़ा टाइम में 30 में जाएगा, फिर 20 में आएगा, फिर 0 पे आएगा, फिर एक्सेलरेट करेगा. So we are basically discussing about variables, not about constants. तो वेरिएबल टर्म आएगा, उसका कैलकुलेशन में ये डिफरेंशिएशन और इंटीग्रेशन यूज करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, तो डिफरेंट चैप्टर में आपको पता चलेगा उसको. ठीक है. So over here dx means a small change in value of x, dy means small change in value of y. अगर आप x का वैल्यू चेंज करेगा then y का वैल्यू भी चेंज होगा. That is represented by dx and dy. Okay. So for a function y is equal to f of x, if I am changing the value of x from x to x plus dx, then the value of y it will change from
y
to
plus dy.
y to y plus dy.
Y to
तो उसका मीनिंग
dy.
इतना है, x का वैल्यू थोड़ा चेंज करेगा तो y का वैल्यू भी चेंज होगा. ठीक है. Now our aim is to find out what is the differentiation of y with respect to x. So we are going to find out what about the differentiation of y with respect to x. So differentiation of y with respect to x is represented by dy divided by dx. इसका फिजिकल मीनिंग का इतना है, what is the change in value of y divided by what is the change in value of x. So which is represented by dy by dx, and which is known as nothing but differentiation of y with respect to x. It is also represented as f dash x, or it is also called as something but y prime. So all these things are same. F dash x means differentiation of that functions, y prime, or it is something sometimes represented as y dash. All these things are representing differentiation of y with respect to x. Okay. अभी हमने कुछ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेगा तो आपको पता चलेगा ये dy by dx क्या होता है और how we'll find out it. Okay. So आप डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ मैथमेटिकल फंक्शन का जो हेडिंग है उसके अंदर लिख सकता है. आई थिंक you might be wrote it as differential change means a very small change or elemental change represented by dx. Then you can write for a function around for a function y is equal to f of x. For a function y is equal to f of x. For a function y is equal to f of x. When x becomes x plus dx, मतलब x का वैल्यू हम लोग dx इंक्रीज कर रहा है, then y becomes y plus dy. So we can write it like this: y becomes y plus dy when x becomes x plus dx. Then you can write this dy by dx represents differentiation of y with respect to x. Then this term dy by dx represents differentiation of y with respect to x. It is this dy by dx is also represented as f dash x, or sometimes represented as y dash, or we call it as something but y prime, or sometimes we call it as derivative. Derivative and differentiation is same only. Derivative of y. लिख दिया?
Just a second, sir.
Yes, sir. Done.
Sir, 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. So in the next part, we'll discuss हम लोग इसको application कैसे करेगा और how we'll find out differentiation of y with respect to x. So we'll take an example. Like in question, if it is given that y is equal to, let's say 3x plus 2. You can write it like a question. Y is equal to, if y is equal to 3x plus 2, find dy by dx. This is known as differentiation of y with respect to x. If y is equal to 3x plus 2, find dy by dx. Okay. So just remember how we'll calculate it. When concept is na hai, for a function y is equal to f of x, when the value of x becomes x plus dx, मतलब x का value हमने dx increase किया है, so y का value is going to change by the same by a small value dy. So we can write for a function y is equal to 3x plus 2. कल इतना ही करना है, x का जगह पे x plus dx लिखना है. The value of x becomes x plus dx plus 2. Then the value of y becomes y plus dy. Now we can find out what about the value of dy by dx. So first step में x का जगह पे x plus dx लिखा और y का जगह पे y plus dy लिखा. Then ये जो y है, we know that the value of y is nothing but 3x plus 2 from the first equation. So instead of this y, we can write 3x plus 2 plus, instead of this dy, we'll write just dy is equal to, now we can multiply this 3 inside, so it becomes 3x plus 3 dx plus 2. Got it? Any doubt? X का जगह पे x plus dx लिखा और instead of y, we are just writing y plus dy. Now we can cancel this 3x and this 3x and this 2 and this 2. So what we'll get it is dy is equal to 3 dx. Or you can write the value of dy by dx is equal to 3. So this will be our final answer. समझ में आया? Any doubt? Anyone is having any doubt what we are writing over here?
No, sir.
So वापस समझा दो.
No, sir.
Yeah.
So with one more example, can you re-explain that?
We'll take. So we'll take one more example for it. Suppose if you are having a function y is equal to, let's say 5x plus 3. So x का value change करेगा तो y का value भी change होगा. We are changing the value of x by a very small value. तो पहले x का value x था, अभी हमने उसको dx very small value increase किया. So instead of x, we have to write x plus dx plus 3. The x का value change करेगा, then the value of y will also change. Then the value of y becomes y plus dy. ये समझ में आया? तो x का जगह पे just x plus dx लिखना है, y का जगह पे y plus dy लिखना है. Then ये जो y है, y का value क्या है? 5x plus 3 है. So instead of this y, we can write 5x plus 3 plus dy is equal to, ये जो 5 है इसको अंदर multiply कर रहा है, तो we'll get as 5x into 5 dx plus 3. So we can cancel this 5x and this 5x, this 3 and this 3. So we'll get the value of dy is equal to 5 dx, or we'll get the value of dy by dx is equal to 5.
5.
समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? और किसी को समझ
No,
में
sir.
नहीं आया तो please ask. If anyone is not understanding this, please ask. Okay. Anyone having any doubt, please.
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll discuss इसका physical meaning क्या है. हमको तो mathematically ऐसा तो मिला है dy is equal to 3 times of dx और dy by dx is equal to 3. now देखो इसका physical meaning क्या है. our equation was y is equal to 3x plus 2. now if I am putting the value of x is equal to 0 तो y का value क्या मिलेगा.
2.
we will get us 2. now if I am putting the value of x is equal to 1, what is the value of y.
5.
5.
5. and if I am putting the value of x is equal to let's say 2, what is the value of y.
8.
8.
8.
8.
right. now we can observe that on x को देखो मैंने x का वैल्यू 0 to 1 चेंज किया है. तो मैंने कितना चेंज किया x का वैल्यू. x का वैल्यू कितना चेंज किया है. 1 चेंज किया है. चेंज इन वैल्यू ऑफ x is 1. राइट. तो वी कैन ऑब्जर्व दैट y का वैल्यू कितना चेंज हो गया.
3.
3.
3.
got it. basically a represent कर रहा है dy by dx. so dy by dx is equal to 3. मतलब x का वैल्यू हमने 1 चेंज करेगा तो y का वैल्यू 3 चेंज होगा. और इधर भी आप देख सकते हैं फिर से मैंने x का वैल्यू 1 to 2 कर दिया. मतलब x का वैल्यू मैंने 1 चेंज किया. तो अगेन यू कैन ऑब्जर्व दैट द वैल्यू ऑफ y is changed by 3. 5 to 8 हो गया. तो दैट इज द फिजिकल मीनिंग ऑफ दिस dy by dx is equal to 3. और dy is 3 times of dx means change in value of y is going to be 3 times of change in value of x. मतलब आप x का वैल्यू 2 चेंज करेगा तो y का वैल्यू 6 चेंज होगा. 3 times of change in value of x होगा. that is the meaning of dy by dx is equal to 3. समझ में बात. तो हमको हर एक फंक्शन के लिए a फाइंड आउट करना है. व्हाट अबाउट द रिलेशन बिटवीन x का वैल्यू मैंने dx चेंज करेगा तो y का वैल्यू में कितना का चेंज होगा. that is represented by dy by dx. and one more thing, suppose if you are getting the value of dy by dx is equal to plus 3. उसका मीनिंग है अगर मैंने x का वैल्यू 1 इंक्रीज करेगा तो y का वैल्यू 3 इंक्रीज
प्लस
होगा.
3 से बढ़ेगा.
हाँ. suppose if we are getting dy by dx is equal to minus 3, उसका मीनिंग क्या है.
इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर x का वैल्यू 1 से बढ़ेगा तो y का वैल्यू -3 से बढ़ेगा.
माइनस 3 कम हो मतलब 3 कम होगा. या समझा. that is the meaning of this
Yes.
dy by dx is positive and dy by dx is negative.
Negative.
okay. so for your better understanding we'll take one more example. ठीक है. एक और क्वेश्चन लिखो. write down y is equal to nothing but 10x plus 2. find out the value of dy by dx.
Sir, 10.
अब x या 10. अब x को x plus dx लिखना है. y को y plus dy लिखना है. then find out the value of dy then dy by dx.
10.
सर तो बिना सॉल्व करे भी आ सकता है ना. सो
आ सकता है. एक छोटा सम है ताकि आप देख सकते हैं कि x का पावर 1 है तो आप जल्दी कर सकते हैं.
Sir, 10 है.
10 है.
10.
ओके.
So over here we can write when the value of x becomes x plus dx, the value of y is going to be y plus dy. Then हमने x y का value put करेगा. The value of y was something but 10x plus 2 plus dy is equal to 10x plus 10 dx plus 2. So this 10x and this 10x get cancelled. This 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So we'll get the value of dy is equal to 10 dx. This is just differentiation of y. Now, if you like to find out the value of differentiation of y with respect to x, जो dx को नीचे लिखना है denominator में. So if you are writing that dx on denominator, we'll get the value of dy by dx, which is equal to 10. Is it clear? जिसको doubt है, ये question कैसे solve कर रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
यस सर.
Now we'll discuss about little complicated part. Let's say write another question. Y is equal to
Negative वाला दो ना.
देता है. Y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 5. Y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 5. Find out the value of dy by dx. Here also the procedure will be the same. instead of x, we'll write x plus dx. Instead of y, we'll write y plus dy. Then we'll try to find out the value of dy by
Sir, 2x plus 2 is the answer.
yeah. अब उसको फॉर्मूला यूज करके मत करो, अभी x plus dx लिखे करो, ठीक है?
हाँ सर, वैसे ही किया.
सर एक बार बता दो ना सके.
या अब आराम से x को x plus dx लिखो और y को y plus dy लिखो, ठीक है? So instead of x, we can write x plus dx, the whole square, plus instead of this x also we can write x plus dx. x का value हमने x plus dx कर दिया, जो 5 है as it is लिखा. Then the value of y becomes y plus dy. Okay. Now we can expand this. अब ये देखो a plus b the whole square का term में आ गया. So this can be written as a square plus before that we can write the value of y over here. The value of y is going to be x square plus 2x plus 5. ये जो y का value है वो लिखा है. Plus dy we are writing as it is equal to, now it is in the form of a plus b the whole square. So we can expand this. That becomes x square plus a square plus b square, which we can take as dx the whole square plus 2ab 2x dx plus
2x plus 2.
2x plus 2 dx plus 5. Got it? Any doubt? Now we can cancel this x square over here and this x square over here, this 2x and this 2x over here, this 5 and this 5 over here. So we will get the value of dy is equal to d square, this dx the whole square. Actually d and x are not two separate terms. d into x नहीं है, dx का मीनिंग है डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ x. वो एक सिंगल टर्म है, उसको हम लोग ऐसा लिखता है d square x, ठीक है? इसको रीड करते हैं d square x, एक्चुअली वो dx the whole square है, प्लस 2x dx plus 2 dx. This is the value of dy, differentiation
सर वो
of
x
y.
मल्टीप्लाई नहीं होगा उसमें 2x
नहीं नहीं
dx
नहीं
वाले
नहीं
में?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, dx एक सिंगल टर्म है, it's not dx into है ना. तो dx का मीनिंग है डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ x, वो एक अलग से टर्म है, सिंगल टर्म है, not d into x. Okay. Now we can, our aim is to find out the value of dy by dx. Now just remember that ये जो dx है, dx का differentiation of x. Differentiation of x means we are dividing something into infinite number of small parts. So such a very small part is known as nothing but dx. So like if you are having a term 1 का अगर 1 को 1 से divide करेगा, then you will get the answer as 1. If you are dividing 1 by 10, you will get as 0.1. If you are dividing 1 by 100, then we will get as 0.01. If you are dividing 1 by 1000, then we will get as 0.001. Like that, if you are dividing 1 into 1 by infinity, then we'll get something like 0.000001, or we'll get approximately a value which is near to 0. So such a small term is known as nothing but differential change. So if you are having a term dx, assume that dx का value है 0.0001. Actually dx का value इससे भी बहुत छोटा है, आप ऐसा assume करो it is like 0.0001 है. अगर हमने इसको स्क्वायर कर रहा है तो dx का स्क्वायर कर रहा है तो क्या मिलेगा आंसर?
0.0000001
तो विल गेट अस 1 2 3 4 है, तो इधर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 टर्म्स रहेगा. तो उसका मीनिंग है dx ऑलरेडी एक स्मॉल वैल्यू है, उसको स्क्वायर करेगा तो और छोटा वैल्यू मिलना है. तो dx इज एक्चुअली समथिंग बाय इंफिनिटी, तो जीरो जैसा है, मतलब जीरो का बड़ी बहुत पास में है, बहुत छोटा वैल्यू है, उसको और स्क्वायर करेगा तो और छोटा वैल्यू आने वाला है. तो दिस dx इज अ वेरी स्मॉल वैल्यू व्हिच टेंड्स टू जीरो. तो ये जो dx का हायर पावर है उसको हमेशा हम लोग जीरो मान लेगा, ठीक है? द हायर पावर्स ऑफ dx और dx स्क्वायर, dx क्यूब, dx रेज़ टू 4 जो भी हो, विल टेक इट एज समथिंग बट जीरो. So this term we can take it as something but 0. So we can modify it like this. dy is equal to dx square को 0 लिया है, तो this can be written as 2x dx plus 2 into dx. Now we can take this dx common, so we can write dy is equal to 2x plus 2 into dx. Now if Rm is to find out the value of dy by dx, we can write this is equal to 2x plus 2. This will be our final answer. तो always जो भी higher powers of dx आएगा उसको आप neglect कर सकता है. Is it clear? कि explain करना है?
हाँ तो समझाओ ना सर, नहीं समझ आ रहा
Yeah.
हूँ।
Sir, dx square will be d square x square, no?
dx square को हम लोग d square x लिखता है, उसका meaning dx the whole square है. It is not d and x are not two different terms.
Okay.
Like you know that if you are writing sin theta को हमने square करेगा तो लिखता कैसा है?
Sin square theta.
sin square theta लिखता है ना.
हाँ.
हम लोग इसको s square I square n square theta square ऐसा नहीं लिखता ना,
हाँ.
because वो एक single term है. Same as like dx is also a single term, so we'll write d square x. Okay. So once again I'll explain. Suppose if you are having a term y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. So when the value of x is changing to x plus dx, then the value of y is going to change from y plus dy. तो हम लोग खाली x का जगह पे x plus dx लिखना है और y का जगह पे y plus dy लिखना है. तो x becomes x plus dx, then the value of y becomes y plus dy. ये समझ में आया? फिर हम लोग इसको नॉर्मल इक्वेशन जैसा एक्सपेंड करना है. The value of y is nothing but x square plus 2x plus 3 plus dy is equal to a square plus b square plus dx the whole square, इसको d square x लिखता है, plus 2ab 2x dx plus 2x plus 2 dx plus 3. ये समझ में आया क्या लिखा? Then we can cancel dx square, this 2x and this 2x, this 3 and this 3. Now जो भी higher powers of dx होता है उसको भी आप neglect कर सकता है. Means जो dx square है वो उसका value approximately 0 आएगा, उसको भी हमने 0 किया. So this dy can be written as nothing but 2x into dx plus 2 into dx. Now if you like to write only in terms of dy by dx, बोलो.
You will always neglect that dx square and x because its value is always 0.
Yes, yes. आपको dx का जो भी higher power है, dx raised to 3, dx raised to 4, सब आप neglect कर सकता है. जो भी 1 से ज्यादा power है सबको neglect करो.
सर dy स्क्वायर को भी नेगलेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, dy स्क्वायर को भी neglect कर सकता है अगर ऐसा टर्म आए तो.
dy स्क्वायर सर कैसे आएगा?
नहीं पर
नहीं, अगर ऐसा टर्म आए
d
तो
square y. d square.
जो भी dy dx जो भी डिफरेंशियल है उसका हायर पावर्स को नेगलेक्ट कर सकता है. So we can take it as dx plus 2 into dx. So we can write the value of dy by dx is equal to 2x plus 2. Got it? This will be our final answer.
Yes sir, understood.
आगे भी
Yes sir, yes sir.
क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे, then we'll come to that. Okay? अभी नेक्स्ट क्लास से पहले ये सब एक बार आप प्रैक्टिस करना है.